All right. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Letting Go Part 2. I hope I can get through this one a little easier. I feel like I gained a lot of clarity between the last video and this one about this next one. The best way to show the struggles I had with this connection relationship is to read a message I sent to him through text. Here it goes. I see the anger you are feeling as hurt. My point was misinterpreted and communicated poorly. Let me try again. It is not fuck me or lose me as a friend. There is a pain that you are carrying that would not allow our relationship to progress. I craved for you. I longed for you. I wanted you to feel comfortable touching me. Whether it would have been holding hands, putting your legs over me as we lay, putting your arm around me, kissing me on the lips, or anywhere on my body. You're so great at being there and helping with difficult external things such as getting that car out of my backyard. It was a hard process. It was raining, it was muddy, my yard was a hill. I had just met him, and he offered the help, and he stayed determined. And that's how I knew that he was my soulmate. He didn't give up. He didn't complain. He kept encouraging through the struggle, through the hard time. He kept his willpower, his strength. I loved that about him, and I still do. You are so great at being there and helping with difficult external things such as getting the car out of the backyard. That made me see you, caught my attention. I grew to value you, cherish you, and I attempted to always uplift and give to you. I was being patient, waiting for that depth of feeling and for you to want to know me deeper, emotionally and physically. My need for this from you was avoided, unacknowledged, and made me feel inadequate. It created a feeling of lack, of being stuck, of not wanting to share with me the experience of being fully seen. I do not want to be your friend. I wanted to be your lover. That is my problem with the friendship, not the friendship itself, but the pattern of me yearning depth from you, all while I was attempting to uplift you and support you and know that you are not alone and we all have struggles. After 4 years of knowing you and a year of working on myself and removing the things keeping me stuck, like my ex Kyle, my friend Riley, I realized that I was trying to get something from you that you are not ready to provide. That is why I said, leave me alone for now until you are ready to share with me more of you. It's like every time we would hang out after I'd leave or you'd leave, I'd feel like nothing is going anywhere with you. I cannot force you to love yourself enough to get rid of the things that you are holding on to that you are not serving you. I can't force you to change the things that you continue to do every day that you dislike. I cannot force you to be happy or touch me. I can, however, love myself enough to stop pouring into someone that stopped pouring into me. I love you. You fear losing yourself if you give me more of you. However, you won't lose yourself. You will find yourself again. Do the work on yourself. Ask yourself why you are triggered and feel strong feeling about certain topics. Find your truth. Feel it. Let it go. Forgive it. Focus on the positive and what your dream life would be. Then watch as you transform. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm not afraid to love. Are you? You didn't respond until my birthday, which is 3 days later. Happy birthday, been really busy, so about the other topic, I'll have to reply to that soon, but happy birthday, hope you are having a good day. And I said, thank you. And then Wednesday, which would have been the day after my birthday, like 10:52, I said, hey, what are you doing? If you're in the right space, you should come enjoy this 90-degree pool water and the beautiful sky. It's really awesome. And the moon. The moon looks pretty pimp. And I sent some really awesome pictures. I actually put it as one of the pictures on one of my videos. And so he kept running from me when I was trying to bring him to me, like, as in, like, loving him, showing him love, caring for him, doing things for him. He was coming to my house for his lunch break every day. A connection grew over 4 years, and my connection to him was extremely strong. His connection to me was lacking because he doesn't love himself. And I feel that when I'm with him. It makes me, like, really sad that he doesn't love himself. Because I see how awesome he is, and I don't know what all he's been through, because he wouldn't quite open up to me. He opened up to me about a few things that were personal, but I think he was definitely afraid to grow our connection more than it had grown. So he was being extremely patient and just like dragging me along while he was trying to love me back, but he could not, because he does not love himself. And in order to protect his heart, he keeps himself very, very busy. Very busy. And he keeps his mind focused on all the things that keep it busy. The theatrics of the life. The struggles. Focusing on the struggles, living in lack. Always needing money. Always broke. But I wanted to show him how important he was and how much I value him and how loving I am, and I wanted to see that in himself, you know. I wanted him to love himself. I wanted to force him to love himself. So, he did not come that night of the moon. So, the next day, I was like, wow, I feel like I've been waiting for, like, eternity for you to respond. Actually, was it the next day? That was Thursday, and I sent the moon message Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, it was the day. So, moon message, 10:52 p.m., and the day later in the morning, I messaged him. And then I was like, because, well, I really, really, really felt I needed grounding. So, long story short, I'm really, my heart's been missing a dog I had named Bentley. That, was that. It was given to my ex. She was given to my ex, Bentley, from a coworker, and, when I was working from home in 2019, oh, these emotions. When I was working from home in 2019, she was just a little tiny puppy, and she's a Maltese Shih Tzu, so, kind of looks like this. Maybe I'll put her as the cover to this video. But she definitely kept me grounded, and I was at home working from home with her every day while Kyle was going to work. So Bentley was here with me all day, and I loved her, and we played, and she's so cute. She loved to play with balls. My ex just moved like a mile away, but my ex wants me to feel. He wants me to lose everything that I love. He does not like to see me happy. He does not like when people like me. He does not like when I feel good. So, although I was Bentley's real person, gave her haircuts and bought her food, and loved her with all my heart. In the state of Missouri, that's not what the law is. The emotional well-being of the animal is not the law. The law is if it's someone's dog, they own it. And he knew that was the only way. Not saying that he didn't love her also, but she always wanted to come to me, and he hated that. So he was like, of course I want to make Alex feel the pain of losing something he loves. And then he lied to people about me. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I stopped making connections with people long ago. Because I knew anyone that I would bring close to me, if he saw that I was connecting with them, he would rumors, lies, misleading, take over the friendship. He would always claim people as his friends. Any new person that we met together, he would claim them like he owned them as a friend. So, the only real friend that I have left is my neighbor, Robin, whom he claimed stole his other dog that he got without, like, I own this house. I paid for this house. I paid for all the bills. And I did not want another dog, and he went and got one anyways. And Robin helped him. Robin helped him because I said, no dog, no. And he was like, well, I already got the dog. You want to take it back? And so Robin was like, oh, yeah, he likes to play with, it's her other dog. And so she was like, I'll take care of him. And then he told all the social groups he went out in Kansas City that, and her friend group, that she stole his dog. She lives right across the street. And he's telling everyone that she's evil and stole his dog, and she doesn't know how to treat people, and she has no friends because of it. When in actuality, she was trying to help him. She was trying to show love and compassion and help him keep his dog that he loved close, and help me by not having another dog here that would distract me from what I was wanting to do. And so I wanted some grounding, and Austin has a dog named Karma, ironically. I'm finding that people who name their animals Karma are karmics. People who don't love themselves. And I attract people who don't love themselves because I love myself so much now. But before I knew I loved myself, I was projecting love onto those people who didn't love themselves because I thought I could fix them. If only I could give them enough love. If only they could see. If only they could know that I will take care of them and I will love them and I will do anything that they want. Fuck myself. Fuck me. I made it all about them. I was like, yes, I love you. I'm going to embrace you and support you and be with you. And every single time I did not love myself and chose to love others, they ended up resenting me for it. They ended up putting me down and not liking me. Having a life of their own, going out on their own and leaving me for nothing. And it's hurtful. I would be left alone with myself and I didn't love myself, so what was I going to do? I cannot say enough thanks to the tarot readers on YouTube. Some of you may think it's crazy, ridiculous, but they helped me learn so much about loving myself. And that no one can love you like you. You cannot love anyone else without loving yourself first. And that's where all this emotional triggers come from, is the unlove for yourself. You'll hoard people, you'll hang on to people who do not serve you because you don't love yourself. So I wanted to get an animal. So I was like, I'm going to kidnap Karma, which is his dog. And he's like, he said, what you want with Karma? It's up to her. I don't care. I was just getting ready to take a lunch break and head your way. And then he said, you're not even home. And I was like, well, I had asked that at 9:19 a.m. and you messaged me back at 12:07 p.m. and I was not home then. And I had not gotten Karma yet because I did not hear from him. Because I'm not just going to go take his dog. So then at 12:30, I said I just wanted to see you really bad. Sorry I wasn't home. Again, putting the love in him and not me. And that he didn't respect my time at all. He didn't even respond to me. I mean, I get it. He's busy. But at some point, loved ones are more important than busy. And so I didn't feel valued, obviously, by him. So then he did come over when he was off work and picked up his dog. And I asked him if he read the message I had sent to him. And he said some of it. And I said, taking the pressure off of him, okay, I get it. It was a really long message. But inside I was like, that was a message from my heart. A message that I was attempting to pull love into you for yourself. Showing you how to love yourself. Guiding you on a path to love yourself. And you looked at it, but didn't get through the whole thing. And I do not believe that. But that is what he said. I do not believe he just looked at it and didn't read the whole thing, but I do not know. So then he hung out for a little while and got his dog, and then he's like, well, I'm going to go home and take a shower and stuff. I'll be back. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, why did you say it like that? And I was like, I didn't mean to say it like anyway. I just meant, I get it. You're off work. You want to go home, take a shower, clean up. I get it. I want to do the same thing after work, after a long day. So we left, and then silence, and that was at like 7:35 p.m. No, sorry. I apologize. When was that? Oh, so one. Okay, so he came home over to get Karma at like, I know. He came over to get Karma at like 3:34, and then go take the shower or whatever, and then so at 7:36 I said, "Are you still coming over?" And then he said, "Sorry, ran to my dad's to get mail and talk about window install, because he's the contractor." And then I said, "That tells me what you are doing, but not an update on what your plan is." And then I said, "Good talk," because, I mean, you're not responding. And then I said, "LMAO, I told you what I needed and you provided the opposite. Super shady. I love you, but view you in the light which you cast upon yourself. Take care." And then I said, let's see what that was at. Anyway, so then at 10:54, I said, "I do want to give you a compliment, though, that you're very good at acting on things with action, speed, and determination, and that is a quality that I find admiring in you. If you would slow down and communicate your ideas with reason and intention, you wouldn't seem so shady and like you're lying or hiding something." And so that was Friday at 10:54 a.m. So as I was going through the things that I'm letting go, I realized something. I realized that he's not ready to love himself. He's not ready to look at himself at all as being a person who's ready for any type of relationship with another person. He wants to stay busy and like be in lack and always feel like on the go and always have something to do and not have any he's basically scared to be with himself. So he seeks external validation through working hard, getting money. And he seeks company from friends, acquaintances, and he's a Capricorn, so he wants to appear like he has everything together, like he is solid inside. And so today I understand. So I just said, "I understand now. If you could please give me a in-person meeting alone with you to effectively, lovingly close this cycle, it would really mean a lot to me." And I heart emoji. Please. Praying hands. And he responded to me 11 minutes later, which is awesome. I was like, oh, that makes me feel good, but also makes me like, where have you been for the last 4 days? If I was significant to you, I would think that you would have said something to me within the 4 days. But I know that he had no alone time, that he kept his mind busy on other things, that he puts himself as lack, and he's always like, "Oh, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done. I don't have time for people, I don't have time for connections, I don't have time for anyone but myself." But not even myself. I don't have time for anyone who the real me. I'll have time to sit with someone and be in a connection that I'm not ready for. Even though I know he loves me, and I know he sees me as a good thing, and I know that he knows I have my shit together, or that I am waking up to loving myself. But when I ask him if he understands what I do or what I'm doing, he's like, and I was like, I don't feel like you really get what I'm doing or believe in me or what I'm doing. And he said, I always stand behind you, I just don't quite understand what you're doing. And to me, that put a lot of things in perspective. Because that long message that I sent him is exactly what I'm doing. I want him to love himself. And so I said, he responded and he said, yes, sorry, been busy and having pickup truck issues, FML, today after side work. And I felt a tremendous amount of relief. And that was just today, this morning. Because I cannot get my mind off of him. So I need to talk to him about this, about loving himself. And even if he's not ready, I want to implant the seed. I want to put the seed in him so that he can grow it inside of him. As he starts to think about, all we can do is try. And so I, as a last effort to show my love for him, want to explain a path that he can go down to stop living in lack, to stop being forever unfulfilled, chasing things, not able to obtain them. I want him to wake up before he has a huge tower moment where he loses everything and is forced to be all alone with no one to turn to. Because when you're all alone with no one to turn to, that's when you're forced to look at yourself. The you that you have been putting into the world, the you that you have been thinking that you are doing good because you're chasing these material things that the theatrics of the world have told you that you require and need, and that you will be fulfilled when you achieve those. Or the opposite, he will achieve them and he will be on top and empty. He will be rich and successful with nothing else but emptiness inside. You can buy people's company, but you cannot buy connection, true connection, spirit, love. You can't buy that. So, this evening, I'm going to talk to him. And I am going to ignite his flame, Invoke. Self-soul passion. And I'm going to send him love and light. And keep him in my thoughts. But I am going to close this current chapter, because this current chapter is not serving me, it's not serving him, and really this current chapter cannot proceed until he realizes that without loving himself, he will always feel empty. and I'm already at 3018. So that is my part 2 of things I'm letting go with this full moon. And thank you. Love you all.